most serious violence along the Israeli army fired at least 7 artillery shells at a Lebanese village.
A border conflict occurred between Israel and Lebanon, causing many families to escape from this war and look for a better place to live. And this what Aya Hachem, father of Aya Hachem, decided to do when he filed for refugee status in the UK. At this moment, Ismail had only one idea on his mind: request safety as an asylum seeker to provide a brighter future for his children after being shot in the crossfire in Lebanon. Getting a chance to move from Lebanon to England with his family, Aya Hachem raised his children in the principles of the Islam and always put studies at the center of their education. His child was the perfect example of an incredibly bright and dedicated student, but also a constant source of positive energy for the people around her. Born in Lebanon, Aya Hachem was just 9 years old when she arrived in Blackburn. Being the oldest of 4 siblings, Aya Hachem was described as a beacon of hope. Despite her brilliant future, Aya was also known for having a big heart. She was the one always searching to help people and making a real difference.
I start crying. My wife was all my dreams. I have big dreams that she help any people, Aya. Anywhere, everybody like Aya. But we lost Aya. My family lost Aya.
By the age of 14, she proposed her help to her parents on a panel to help traumatized refugees in Lancashire. She spoke of her own trauma from the war in Lebanon. While she was a child to her journey for safety and plans to become an international lawyer, Aya excelled at school. So in 2016, she was awarded Student of the Year at Blackburn Central High School. By the age of 16, she was appointed the Children's Society's youngest ever trustee for her humanitarian work. Honestly, at this point, we can say that she had everything ahead of her to succeed. But unfortunately, this privilege of a bright future was taken away from her while being caught in a horrible attack when she was brutally shot to death, leaving the entire family and the community with so many questions. What happened on this day that led to the murder of this 16-year-old? Who had no criminal? Why someone would want to take the life of this innocent young girl? Before we begin, we would like to express our sincere condolences to the loved ones of Aya Hachem. May their souls find comfort in God's hands and comfort their poor family and community who still cry for their loss. Everything started in early 2019 when Mr. Khan decided to expand his business from a regular garage to selling tires, which is normal. Every business can decide to sell what they want as long as they are legally allowed. But there is a problem. The area had just a few customers for RI Tires, which is bringing a direct competition to Quick Shine, the tire firm next door. On Friday 1st, May 2020, a dispute happened between the two parties when a workman trying to access Quick Shine's yard to put up a sign for RI Tires was denied entry and allegedly threatened. After many attempts to steal each other customers, it began to draw police attention. Over time, the bad blood built up. In December 2019, someone set fire to RI Tires. The arsonist was never caught, but the Solomon brothers were convinced it was the work of Mr. Khan. After many tensions and fights, they finally decided to put together a plan 5 days later, on May 6th. It was at that time that the 8 brothers decided to take action and likely end the life of Mr. Khan. At first, Abu Bakr Seisha contacted an associate. The plan was to buy a cheap, expendable car they could destroy after the murder. So on May 10th, he paid $300 for a Toyota Avensis, financed by Feroz Suleiman. On the evening of May 16th, before Aya was murdered, Zamir, Raja, and Anthony, Enes drove to Liverpool together before meeting up with Ayaz Hussain and Feroz Suleiman in Blackburn. It was around 6:35 p.m. when the men decided to drive around the area, just to familiarize themselves to prevent any failure for this murder. After watching different angles and thinking of different possibilities to commit their murder, they decided to return home and wait patiently for the next day. Getting to their destination, they moved the Avensis onto a car park on Wellington Road, ready to be used the next afternoon. After parking the car, Suleiman was contacted by his girlfriend, who accused him of cheating on her. since he was absent all those days and was acting strange. Kashif Mansour messaged her to try and explain that Suleiman had not cheated on her, but instead, they had been up to something, saying you'll find out tomorrow. Probably read it in the papers. At this point, we can notice they were really happy with what they would soon commit. After getting the car and wrapping up their plan for the last time, it was around 2:57 p.m. when a CCTV camera captured them heading to RI Tires to commit their murder. With Enes at the wheel and Raja in the back, they can be seen driving by Quick Shine on the opposite side of the road, waiting for the perfect moment. They went behind Reed Tires, turning around so they would be on the same side of the road as Quick Shine and their target, Pacha Khan. At the same moment, H decided to go get some food for her family in Blackburn, Lancashire. She can be seen on the camera walking toward the next shopping center, getting the signal from a man posting by the Passat. The killers have the information that Mr. Khan was outside. They then decided it was the moment for them to act, lowering the car window in preparation for the shot. They can be observed progressing slowly. As the car progressed, Aya Hachem was heading to the shopping center with no knowledge of what was happening, and she was looking ahead. Aya heard the first shot that passed her, missing Mr. Khan, and hit Quick Shine's windows. A few seconds later, she heard a second shot, but this time she could feel the heaviness of the shot, getting into her body, blood jumping out of her veins to reach the ground. Aya Hachem immediately falls to the ground. Such a tragic and brutal ending for a girl who didn't deserve this. A girl who would never engage herself in such activities. The pain is big for the family and friends who...
To our dear beautiful angel in heaven, you will remain in our hearts forever. You loved life, and despite all the struggles and barriers that we faced in this country, it did not stop you contributing to your community and charities, including the Children's Society and fundraising at Salford University.
More important for Mr. Khan, who had no idea at that moment what exactly just happened.
She got hurt and she fell down, and I jumped from the straight away. I know that it was a really, really risky for me. I know that they came for me to kill me, so straight away I jumped over here and I ring 999. I left my own country to save my life. I came to this country to do my life here like Mr. Hachem family did, and I can't believe that somebody came and tried to kill me is because of the tire.
Pacha Khan instantly jumped over a surrounding fence to go and help the young girl, but unfortunately, the shot was too close. Aya Hachem didn't get a chance to survive. For the investigators and Lancashire police, this is one of the most complex, widespread, and meticulous investigations they have ever undertaken.
It happened basically. I saw the car, saw the gun. They went fast first, and then they came back. They shoot. They're holding the gun on me, like, you know, when they came around, I said, what? And they start shooting on me. She was just walking around. She was walking. She was going to go somewhere, I think.
So you think that they were shooting at you initially and then caught her instead? Responsive? Is she breathing?
No, she's not responsive. She's got a very weak pulse. We're just starting CPR.
The killers can be seen after the shooting, driving fast and switching cars in the attempt to hide any piece of evidence. Just after the shooting around 3:01 p.m., Ayaz Hussein and Abubakar Satia went to Rose Hill service station. Their intent was to get a jerry can with petrol, which would be used to burn out the Avensis. After quickly getting access to the CCTV cameras and putting the area under control, police located the Avensis within an hour. A subsequent search revealed an unspent cartridge similar to a bullet found on the forecourt of Quick Shine in the rear of the car. As the officers requested to view the CCTV at RI Tires, Ayaz Hussein was seen looking visibly shocked. Couldn't imagine that moment was all captured on camera. Sulman then gestured towards the door, walking out of the room with Hussein and Abu Bakr Satia. Getting evidence from the car, officers were able to find the bullets used to kill Aya Hachem, find the owner of the Avensis, and make a direct connection to the killer. On Monday, May 18th, the next day of the murder, Firas Suleiman was arrested, followed by Abu Bakr Satia. Judy Chapman Youthman, Satya, Ayaz Hussein, and Kashif, all charged with the murder of Aya. This case is a sad story of a young girl with a promising future who would forever miss her parents. We will never forget her beautiful face and reminds us that revenge of any type cannot be seen as an option to fix your own problems. Write in the comment your thoughts on the sentences of the killer. Did they deserve more?